Well, hello again. Okay, didn't spin all the way around. Let's address the elephant room. You're probably wondering, Stephanie, why are you in Cleveland, Ohio, of all places? Well, let me do a little rewind backstory. Okay, so let me tell you how the past 2 days went. So I originally had Narita out of Newark. I know, you're about to call me crazy. Originally had Narita out of Newark. Didn't want to commute in for the early morning Narita flight to work. So I was like, okay, let me swap with somebody else. 4-day Geneva, 4-day is seasonal, the 4-day Geneva, not the 3-day Geneva. 3-day Geneva is all year, 4-day Geneva out of Newark is seasonal. I did it last year, so they offered me their 4-day Geneva for my Narita. I swapped. And then all of a sudden, Newark, Dulles, Chicago, Denver went into shenanigans, meaning I don't think it was weather. Yeah, Chicago and Newark did get weather. I don't know what happened in Denver exactly. Either way, they were building pretty awesome pairings, domestic pairings, where it was like deadhead here, one leg, deadhead back home, and you are paid about 15 hours. There was a lot of pairings built. So a duty rig, let's talk about what a duty rig is. But first, let me take a sip of my water before I get into this. Okay, duty rig and trip rig. I am not the best person to explain this if you want me to be honest. So I'm gonna just give you a little bit of a breakdown. So how this trip is, I was supposed to originally deadhead. A deadhead is where you fly as a passenger from point A to point B so they can get you to a base or to a destination. You don't work the flight, but you still get paid for the flight. So I was supposed to deadhead from Dulles to Cleveland. I went ahead and deviated from that, meaning I faked it. I don't gotta go on the company's deadhead, but I still have to find my way to where the trip begins. So how this works is I deadhead from Dulles to Cleveland. I went ahead and just commuted through Chicago on my own time. I am now in Cleveland. Tomorrow I work Cleveland to Chicago, Chicago to Houston, get in by noon, done. Because on the third day, it's just a deadhead back to Dulles. I also went ahead and faked that as well. So I had 2 deadheads, one at the beginning, one at the end, that I went ahead and faked. Instead of me going back to Dulles or leaving out of Dulles, I'm just going back home through wherever I want to get home. I don't have to go back to Dulles. I could go Houston straight to Tyson back home, which is exactly what I'm gonna do. So how this works is my first day today, I have that one deadhead. Tomorrow, 2 legs. The third day, a deadhead. So it's a 3-day pairing technically, and I'm only working 2 quick legs, literally quick legs, but I'm still getting paid 15 hours to work 2 quick legs. It's what's called a duty rig. Don't quote me on this, but I'm basically what the company does is it's not a flight attendant advertisement. The company will build pairings where, because you have a duty period one day, you have a duty period the second day, you have a duty period the third day, they have to pay you a minimum of 5 hours per day. So first day, 5 hours, second day, 5 hours, third day, 5 hours. Even though I'm not working the total 15 hours, I am literally only working about 3 hours tomorrow total to be paid for 15 hours, which is amazing. I am not complaining whatsoever. So I dropped my 4-day Geneva worth 19 hours just to pick up this trip. When I saw it out of Dulles, I was like, I could get to Cleveland on my own. Don't have to go to Dulles to get to Cleveland. 15 hours I'm being paid to work about 3 hours when I was having to work the whole Geneva flight there and back out of Newark, 48-hour layover to only be paid 19. And this trip I'm being paid 15 for 3 hours of work. So I was like, it's a no-brainer. I did the 4-day Geneva last year And it was great. I was gonna go skiing this time around, but there was no like ski instructors during that time. I Googled it and everything, just the times that I was getting in and leaving just didn't work out over to Chamonix in Switzerland. Either way, I'm getting off track here. I don't know if I explained that correctly, but either way, all y'all gotta know until you come is duty rig. I am being paid 15 hours to work 2 legs, 3 hours. Easy peasy, literally easy peasy money. I was like, oh my gosh, I need to drop my 4-day Geneva and just do this pairing because then I can just go back home, easy money. I get on my 19.5-hour Geneva, I'm losing 4.5 hours because this is only 15 hours, but I can make that up at any time. It's like, it's so worth it to me. Work 3 hours, get paid 15 instead of actually working the full Geneva flights, doing the full layover. If I had something to do over there, absolutely, I would have kept that 4-day Geneva, but I don't. I just wanted to pick up something for money, get back home even faster. So that's what that is. That's why I'm in Cleveland. Okay, now that I just went on a spiel, I hope y'all understood that. I don't know if I'm the best person to break it down and kind of explain it, but if you do have questions, absolutely comment them down below and I'll see if I can, without rambling, explain it better. I hope I did. I don't know. Either way. So what I'm gonna do tonight is I have a 6:20 report tomorrow, quick 45-minute flight to Chicago, and then Chicago, Houston, done. So I packed very lightly. I have a chicken wrap from Burger King that I got. Oh, I forgot to tell you, I commuted out of Chattanooga. I didn't commute out of Tyson. I commuted out of Chattanooga because the loads were horrible on Sunday. So, Sunday's today. But I am gonna try and go back home from Houston to Tyson instead. Like I said, I live between Chattanooga and Tyson, so I'll go out of either or sometimes I'll drive 2 hours to Nashville to commute direct from Nashville to Newark. But I'm getting on a ramble here. I know you guys hate that, so I'm just not gonna go on a ramble. Either way, just know I'm making great money for quick flights, and we love that. I don't know what happened. They started building these duty rigs when weather hit Chicago. Okay, so basically I did explain what happened. Weather hit Chicago and Newark, started snowing. I don't know what happened over in Denver for them to build them, or Dulles, but either way it kind of escalated. But I'm happy. I am so happy. Easy flights. It is so crazy to me. The past week I have done domestic, which I did not film it last week, but I did pick up a work to LAX deadhead back. It was Newark to LAX, and then a deadhead back from LAX to Newark. I faked my deadhead back and I commuted home. Literally, I've been doing so many easy peasy domestics. By so many, I mean 2. Oh my God, who am I? Who am I? I've been giving up international flying for domestic. I guess if you guys want me to be honest, and I hate saying this, lately, because it's winter, I've been wanting to be home more, kind of relax. I've done so many internationals out of Newark and other bases that I'm feeling that little bit of burnt out. It's not a full burnout, but I've basically done most destinations in our system besides San Fran flying. I do want to do some San Fran flying. Oh my God, that would be amazing. They have some amazing destinations over there. But as for Newark, I've basically done all the destinations. I've done destinations out of Dulles, out of Chicago, internationally. And I guess lately, I've been kind of wanting to be a little bit closer to home domestically, pack a little food, and just kind of not have to worry about being overseas. I don't know, maybe it's a normal way to feel this way. I've talked to some senior folks who did international for years on years, and then they got burnt out with it, and now they just do turns or red eyes and stuff. And I don't want to be burnt out on it early in my career, because I do start year 6 this month on the 21st. So in 5 years, starting year 6, it's like, I don't know, I'm just kind of dipping my toes in domestic right now. I did pick up a Paris for March, only because I need to get my Botox touched up. Don't even come for me about Botox. I've had people say, Stephanie, you don't need Botox. Okay, it is what it is. I love Botox. I love filler. I don't gatekeep any of that stuff. I personally like it. It's cheaper in Paris, even though I have a Botox gal in Knoxville that I love and adore. But I did pick up a Paris for March just to go get that done. Other than that, that's what I got for you guys today. That is what I've been doing. I have been a little domestic diva the past week. I don't know how next week's gonna go. I kind of want to do it international next week. We will see. Or I might try and find one of these little quick duty rigs again. I don't know what's gonna happen, but that is why we are in Cleveland. Now that I went on that tangent, I am gonna heat up. I have my Hot Logic. I have not packed my Hot Logic in forever. This is such a flight attendant thing, which I love, love, love. I will link it down below in my Amazon storefront. It is where you can, it's a hot plate to heat up your food. Literally put your food, plug it up first, put your food on this little heater, and it heats it right up. So I am actually gonna warm up my crispy chicken wrap. So excited. I haven't packed that thing in forever. I haven't packed food in forever because I've been doing international, but now that I've done a little domestic diva stuff, I repacked my Hot Logic to heat it up. It just feels good. It feels good. Quick little flights. Knock on wood that they go easy tomorrow. I can commute home from Houston. But now I'm actually gonna quit rambling. I'm so sorry, guys. I get on these little tangents and then I'm all over the place when I explain things about the company and how we work over here. But I'm gonna eat either one, work out, or two, just get in pajamas and call it a night. I got an early show tomorrow. We are skipping and hopping across little domestic states. But thanks for coming to my little TED Talk. Bye, you guys. We are all ready for the day. 2 quick little flights from Cleveland to Chicago, Houston, like I said yesterday, and we are taking the 737. I never got the 737 in forever. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. I'm flying with an all Cleveland crew. So we'll see how it goes, but I'm excited to get it done and then we are gonna head home. So let's go to work. We are starting our day early and it is only 5 a.m. Literally 5 a.m. I feel so bad for my crew with how much energy I got right now. And I'm gonna get a Starbucks, get a little caffeine in me. But let's start the workday. Woohoo! Quick little OTD. Obviously, company issued Cinta's blazer, company issued Cinta's dress, and then Vince Camuto heels. Yeah, we are ready for work. Okay, so just finished flight 1 at Cleveland to Chicago, and now I am boarding, about to do my checks, Chicago to Houston. One more leg, hopefully we're not delayed. Oh, good vibes, good vibes. It is actually 6 of us, 6 crew members on a 737 going over to Houston. Oh my gosh, service is gonna go like that. So fast. Let's go. Okay, y'all, well, I am finally done for the day, and went to the crew room, changed back into commuting clothes because my commuter flight back to Knoxville isn't until about 4:40 something, so I went to the crew room, ate something. I am tired, though. I don't know why, 2 little domestic legs exhausted me. So, I got about an hour and a half till boarding, and then I am heading home. Oh my goodness. Got through a domestic trip. I know, I'm having a little poor me moment. Either way, I don't know how many days I'm gonna take off. Maybe like a day or two, maybe 2 to 3. I haven't decided yet because I do want to actually pick up one more trip before the month ends. But other than that, just sitting at the B gates here in Houston, waiting for my flight home. Look what I walked into! My husband surprised me with flowers. I don't even care where they're from. It's just a thought. And my favorite chocolate. Thank you, honey.